Now first of all, I'm making its spacing instead of 10, I'm making it to 12. And you see here we cannot see the title because we need to change its color from here. So from this place, let's make its color to white color. And also I want to increase the font size. So from here, let's make it to 24 pixel instead of 20. And also I want to reduce its line height. So first of all, let's select it in EM, and here I'm making it 0.5. Alright, let's also change the color of the description. So I'm also making its color to white, maybe a little bit off-white. So from here I'm just reducing its opacity like this. And then from typography, I'm reducing its font size from 16 pixel to 14 pixel. And then if you notice, you see there is no breathing space with this icon box. So let's go under Advanced tab. Here I wanna add 30 pixel of padding, but here at the bottom we can reduce a bit. So unlink it. At the bottom I'm adding 25 pixel of padding. And then also I wanna reduce its width a little bit. So from here, let's set the width to custom, and let's make it just 80% or a bit more. We can make it 82% like this. And also I wanna set its background color from under Advanced tab. So from here, let's open the background. I wanna set the same background color. So from here, let's open the classic. And that would be the same black main color, our global black color. Then I wanna add some border around here. So let's open the border. First of all, I wanna add some border radius, maybe a little like 6. And then border type, let's set it to solid and width 1 pixel. Then the border color, let's set it as, okay, here I wanna use a custom color. So the color code would be #202234. But on hover, I wanna change this color to our brand color with this dots color. So just go under hover, and on hover border type, let's set it to solid. Also it would be 1 pixel of width, but this time the border color would be our brand color like this. So if I now minimize the bar from left side, you see it's initially looking like it, and when you hover over on it, its background, its border color is appearing in this way. It's looking really nice now. Alright, now I just wanna duplicate this icon box couple more times. So from here, let's duplicate it, and let's duplicate it one more time. Then with this one, I just wanna change this heading from here. Also let's change this heading from this field in this place. Then for the second and third, I wanna change this dot and borders colors. So from here, let's select it, go under its style tab. For this one, the secondary color, it would be #2EACFC. Now let's just copy this color. Now go under its Advanced tab, and here is the border option. Go to its hover, and here I just want to replace its color to the new color we have just created. Also I have forgot to do one thing. Just go under the style tab. You see we also need to change the color here. So here I'm just pasting the color, and let's change its opacity similar like before at this point like this. Now let's do the same thing with this third icon box. Just go under its style tab. From here, the secondary color, it would be a different color. That's #33C956. Let's just copy this color code. Then here on the primary color, I'm pasting the color code and reducing its opacity like this. Also, let's go under its Advanced tab. From here, open the border, go under its hover, and here I'm also changing this color to the new greenish color. If I now minimize the bar, now just have a look. If I now hover over on each of this icon box, it's looking really great. Alright, let's open it, and now within this right container, click on this plus icon. Here I don't want to do anything crazy because on the left side we have some balanced color work. So here I will be putting only an image. So just click on this plus icon. Here I'm dragging an image widget in this place. Now let's select the image, and for that area I'm selecting this image. Click on insert media. If I now move this navigator to the left side or here, you see the whole area is looking really nice. And then similar like our banner area, let's just go to the banner area. You see we have added some floating images or floating animations. So here with this facts section, I wanna do the same, but here I just wanna add 3 images. And first of all, this is our facts section. So from here, let's minimize this inner container, because we need to put the images at the same level like heading, text editor, inner container. We shouldn't be putting the images within the inner container. We need to put that images at the same level like this. I'm just giving you the clear idea. So click on the Rubik's Cube icon. First of all, I'm dragging the image widget anywhere. For example, I'm just putting it here. Now you can fix it from the navigator. So just make sure you are just dragging the image right underneath the inner container here, not within the inner container. Okay, so for now, let's select this image and I'm uploading the image, and it would be the leaf image. Just select it and insert it. Then you actually know how to do these animations, because I have already done it on this main banner area. So I don't wanna make you bored by doing the same thing again and again. So I'm just completing this animation and I'm coming back to you. Alright, so I have added the moving animations. So you see they are all moving nicely and it's looking really great. Also you see it's moving really nicely. All right, so the desktop, in the desktop it's looking great. Now let's do its responsiveness. So first from here, click on the responsive mode icon, go to tablet view. On the tablet view, this heading and paragraph is looking great, but I think we need to work with this inner container. So let's select the inner container, and on the tablet device, go under its layout. You see by default we have set its direction to row, but in tablet I wanna set its direction to column, that means vertically. Then I wanna adjust its spacing, so go under advanced tab. From here, instead of 60, let's just make it to 50 pixel of padding. Now let's go inside the inner container. Let's open it. First let's select the left container. So here for the mobile device, I wanna set its width to 100%. So make sure you have set it in percentage, and I'm making it to 100% like this. Also, if you have a close look, you see they are not aligned properly horizontally. So to do it, from here I'm making the align items to centered only for the tablet device. So they are now centered horizontally. And then if you have a close look, there is no breathing space in between this image and this area. So let's just select this image, go under its advanced tab, unlink the margin. At the top, let's add 30 or maybe 40 pixel of margin. And also I wanna align it to the center. So to do it, first let's select the right container. That means this image's parent container. I'm also making its width to 100% like this. Alright, so on tablet it's looking great. Let's now go to the mobile view. So on mobile, first I want to adjust the spacing of the main container. So let's select the main container. You can select it by clicking on these 6 dots, or you can select it from navigator by selecting the facts container. So from under its advanced tab, here I'm making their padding to 60 pixel. Now unlink it. At the left and right, I'm making it to 15 pixel. Then from here, let's select this inner container that wraps the left and right container. So from that inner container, actually I want to reduce all the padding. So from here, I'm making the padding 0. But you see we can add some padding at the top. So unlink it. Only at the top I'm adding 40 pixel of padding. Then the very last thing, you may remember we have made their width to 80 or 82%. So in mobile device I don't want that. So let's just select this icon box, go under its advanced tab, and from here I'm making its width to full width only for mobile device. So let's just do the same for all. From here I'm making its width to full 100%. Also with this one, let's make its width to full width, that's 100%. and you see still they are like climbing at the top of other. So only for this one, just select it, go under its style tab. Let's open the content, and for the titles typography, I just wanna increase its line height only for the mobile device. So from here I'm just making it 1 or 1.1. So right now it's looking really nice on mobile device, also on the tablet device, and for sure it's looking great on the desktop device. Alright, let's close the responsive bar for the moment. Now we can move to the next section. So first of all, let's minimize all this from navigator just by clicking here. So also let's click here again, so we can see only the main containers. Here is the hero banner, the features, and here is the facts. So let's create our next container. Click on this plus icon, and again I'm taking this column directed container from here, and first of all, I just wanna rename it from default container to, let's name it how it works container. Now go to under its advanced tab, let's add the padding to 100 pixel. Now unlink it at the left and right. I'm adding 15 pixel of padding, similar like before. Then here within this container, similar like some sections we have done earlier. Now here I wanna take 3 inner containers. Okay, so just click on the plus icon and drag this container here. Then let's duplicate this container and duplicate it one more time, and from this place I'm renaming it to maybe first inner. Then this one, let's rename it to second inner, and the third one, let's rename it to third inner. So here within the first inner, I just wanna put a text and paragraph, and we already have some text and paragraph here. So just right click here, copy it from this place, and let's paste it here within the first inner here. Also I want the paragraph, so just right click here, copy the text from here, and underneath the heading within the first inner, so make sure you put your cursor within the container, then right click here and click on paste. Alright, so this is it with the first inner. So minimize it. Let's start working with the second inner. Here first of all I wanna make its direction to row. Then here justify content, I'm setting it as space evenly, and then again here I'm making the wrap value to wrap. I already explained what wrap does, so you know about it. Also with this second inner I wanna add some padding, so go under advanced tab. Here I'm adding 60 pixel of padding, but I don't want that at the left and right, so left and right I'm just keeping it to 0. Alright, now within this second inner I wanna take some curves, so click on the plus icon. Here I'm dragging this container, and we have done it before. Just from here I'm making the content width to full width, and this time I'm just making its width to 20%. Now let's go under style tab. Now from the border I'm making the border radius to 6 pixel, and this time I don't want to add any border, any solid border, but I will be adding some box shadow from this place. So from here first I'm making the box shadow color to 0.5, 0.2 its opacity, and from here I'm making the vertical value to 20, the blur value to 40, and the spread value to -10. But I think we can reduce its opacity a bit more. So from this color palette, let's drag it a bit more left, like 1.5. Alright, now let's adjust its spacing. Go under advanced tab. From here unlink the margin, because I just want to add some margin at the bottom. So here I'm adding 20 pixel of margin, and let's add 40 pixel of padding all around. And here before inserting any elements instead of this default container, I just wanna rename it to maybe progress curves. Now first of all I wanna insert an image within this progress curves, so click on this plus icon. Let's drag this image within here. Now let's choose the image, and this time I cannot find any image here, so just click on upload files. I wanna upload some image from my desktop. Click on select files, Actually, I want to select this SVG images, but you see I cannot select the SVG images from my desktop because we need to enable SVG upload on our WordPress. So before uploading these SVG images, let's do that setting. So I'm canceling it for the moment. Now to enable the SVG upload option, let's just go back to, okay, for the moment, let's just close this pop-up. Let's also save our work, whatever we have done, because we don't want to lose all of this hard work. So make sure just click on this green update button. And then if we go back to our WordPress dashboard, now from here, let's go to Elementor settings, then go under advanced tab. From here, you see it says enable unfiltered file uploads. Just make it to enable. Now scroll down and click on save changes. Alright, now we can go back to Elementor and make sure you have saved all your work. Now we just need to refresh the page. So let's refresh the page. Alright, the page has been refreshed. Now let's go back to our how it works area. So here, let's now select the image. We are now trying to upload the image, I mean the SVG image. So click on upload files this time, click on select files button. And you see we can now select the SVG images. So I just wanna select this 1, 2, 3 and 4 images together. Now click on open. So for the first one, I'm selecting this SVG image or icon. Now click on insert media. And with this image, I just wanna add some negative margin at the bottom. So go under advanced tab, unlink the margin at the bottom. Let's add negative 10 pixel of margin. Alright, now underneath this SVG image, I wanna add counter, I mean animated counter widget. So from here, click on the Rubik's Cube icon and here I'm searching for counter. Let's drag this counter widget right underneath this image here. See, it's animating really nicely. So this is the starting value 0 to 100. Whatever value you will put within the starting number, that will be animating from that number to the ending number. So here I'm setting the ending number to 45, but I wanted to say 45k. So for that here number suffix, so that will be adding right after the 45 number. So here I'm just writing k plus. And here within the title you can say it anything. So for example, I'm just writing here active installation like this. No worries, they are now in 2 lines, but I will be reducing their font size. So let's now do its styling. Just go under the style tab. Now first of all, here is the options for this number and here is the option for this title. So first I'm making the text color to our default black main color. Then from the typography, let's set its font size to 40 pixel. And here I'm making the font weight to 700 and also the line height, let's set it in EM and I'm making it 0.9. Then here's the option for the title. So here I'm making the title's text color to the black light color. And then from the typography, let's set its font size to 14 pixel and I'm making its font weight to 700 like this. Now I just wanna duplicate this progress cursor container a couple more times. So I'm minimizing it for the moment. Now right click here, let's duplicate it. Again, right click here, duplicate it, and let's duplicate it one last time like this. And let's just drag it to the bottom. You can change all these images the way you want. So from here, I'm changing this image with this one. I'm changing the third image with this third SVG icon. And with the fourth one, I'm selecting the fourth SVG icon like this. And of course, you can change these numbers from here. So here I don't want that K. You can just put any simple number like this. And here also I don't want this K. Here we can just simply write, for example, 397 like this. Also, let's change the last one, maybe just 5k plus. All right. So we have done this second inner container's work. So from here we can minimize the second inner container. Now let's select the third inner container. So that's basically this one. And here again I'm making the direction to row, and here I'm making the gap between elements to 40 pixel. And here, similar like before, I wanna take two inner containers. One is left and another is right. So click on the plus icon. Here I'm dragging the container here. And also let's just duplicate this container from the navigator. Right click here and click on duplicate. And here the first one I'm naming it left container, and the second one I'm just renaming it to right container. So here first the left container, I'm making its width, content width to full width, and here I'm making its width to 65%. And the right container also make its content width to full width, and here I'm making its width to 35%. So let's now start with the left one. I'm selecting left container from here, click on this plus icon. First of all, I want to insert a video here. So from this place, just drag this video element here within. And you can not only insert YouTube videos, you can insert Vimeo, Dailymotion, or self-hosted videos. And let's say if you just want to use YouTube video, just select YouTube from here, and you need to put your YouTube URL link within this field. And then I don't wanna enable any of these options. Also, I don't want to have this player controls, so I'm also disabling it from here. And instead of this default YouTube thumbnail, I wanna use a custom image here. So to do it from here, open the image overlay. Now here I'm enabling image overlay. Let's just select it and then choose an image. So for the video thumbnail, I'm selecting this image. Now click on insert media. So basically, if anyone now clicks over this play icon, the video will be playing within this area, but I don't want that. I want to play this video on a pop-up. So to enable that pop-up or light box, we can do that from here. I'm just turning on the light box from this place. So if anyone clicks on this video, a pop-up will appear here like this. All right, let's close the pop-up or light box. Now underneath here, I just wanna add some elements like heading, paragraph, and button. So we can just copy this heading from here and let's paste it inside here. Right click and paste it. But you see, this heading is not pasted within the left container. So if you do the same thing, because this is very common, so you can fix it very easily. Just open this right container from the navigator and drag this heading within the right container here. Oops, not within the right container, of course within the left container right after the video. So here I'm dragging this heading right underneath the video here in this place. Alright, now underneath this heading, I wanna add some paragraphs. So right click here, copy this paragraph text from here, then right click within this place and click on paste. And then underneath, I also wanna insert some button, not some button, only one button. So here we have got one button. Let's just copy this button widget from this place, and here underneath this paragraph, just right click here and click on paste. But now here I wanna adjust them for sure. So first let's change this heading text. So I'm just replacing it with other text. Also I wanna reduce its font size a little bit. So go under style tab. From here, from the typography, I'm just making its font size to 30 pixel. And then with the paragraph, I'm also changing it text from here, and I also want to reduce the font size. So go under style tab. From the typography, I'm just making its font size to 16 pixel. And then with this button, I just wanted to say, for example, get started, and I don't want this arrow here, so we can just disable the icon from here in this place. And you know what, I just wanna add some padding at the left side of this heading, paragraph, and button. So to do it, let's select the heading from here. Now go under its advanced tab. Now first of all, let's unlink the padding, and here I'm selecting it in percentage. So only at the left side I'm adding 10% of padding. Let's do the same with the paragraph. Go under advanced tab, unlink the padding, set it in percentage. Only at the left side I'm adding 10%. With the button, I want to do the same. So from here, unlink it, make it in percentage. On the left, I'm adding 10% of padding. So we're done with the left container elements. Let's now work with the right container. Let's click here on this plus icon. Here I just wanna insert an image carousel. So from here I'm searching for image carousel. So here is the image carousel widget. Let's now drag this within the right container here. And as it's an image carousel, so of course we need to add some images here. So from left, just click on this plus icon. So from the media library, you can select multiple images. I'm selecting this one. Also, let's select this one. Then click here on create a new gallery. By the way, if you want, you can order or reorder them like this. So for example, I have just taken 2, but if you want, you can take as many as images you want. Then click here on insert gallery. So here on the right side, we can see the images. But now here image size, I wanna make it to full, and slides to show. Here I only wanna show one image at a time. So here I'm making slides to show to one image. And then as the slider control, here we can see the tiny little dots here at the bottom. Also we can see the arrows. So it's actually up to you. If you like the arrows, you can keep the arrows. If you like the dots, you can keep the dots, or you can actually, there are different options like here you see it's navigation. So if you want, you can keep the arrows and dots, or you can only keep the dots like this. So here we can see only the dots, there is no arrows. But here I wanna keep the arrows like this. And then let's open the additional options. So if you wanna add more effects or infinite loop, you can do that from this place. But I'm happy with this basic look. Let's now minimize the additional options. And of course it's looking great, and if you wanna keep it like this, of course you can, but I wanna make it a little bit unique. So I will be adding a bit of custom CSS to do that. And first of all, before adding the CSS snippet, just go under style tab. From here I'm making its position from inside to outside. Then here I'm making its size to 20, and here color I'm making it's our global black main color. Then like I said, I wanna make these arrows really unique. So to do it, let's just go under its advanced tab. Now scroll down and open the custom CSS field, and you know I already have written the code for you. Just go to jimfahaddigital.com. Now from here, if you scroll down a little bit, you see it says image slider custom arrows. So you just need to copy this CSS snippet from this place. So let's just copy it from here. Now I'm copying it. Now go inside Elementor page builder, and I'm pasting the CSS snippet here. Now instead of looking like the default Elementor arrows, it's looking kinda unique and it matches with our brand color. By the way, if you wanna change this brand color with any other color, you can do that from here. And you don't need to be an CSS expert to change these colors. Actually, if you wanna change this brand color, from left side, just scroll down a little bit, you see it says here background color. So instead of this color, for example, if I just write here, for example, blue, and have a look here, if I now hover over here, you see it's becoming blue color. So it's easy like that, but I'm going back to our branded color like this. So it's looking much unique and better at this moment. So I'm really happy with our how it works area. So here these headings are looking great, this area is looking great, also this video and image slide is looking great. Now we just need to check how it's looking on tablet and mobile device. So from here go to the responsive mode, and here first I'm going to tablet. Here everything is looking great on tablet, but similar like before, let's now go inside the second inner, and I'm selecting the progress cards, and you already guessed it right, it's looking kind of busy. So from here let's select the single progress card, and for the tablet device I'm making its width a bit bigger, so I'm just making it to 48%. Also same for the other progress cards, from here I'm making them 48%. Also with this one let's do the same, 48%. And with the last one here I'm again making it to 48%. So it's now looking much decent on the tablet view. And here from the navigator I'm selecting the third inner this time, and you see it's also looking kind of busy. So to fix it, on the tablet view, instead of this row, I'm making its direction to column. Then it's very easy. Just select the left container, and here I'm making its width to 100%. So it's now looking nice. Also with this image carousel, so it's within the right container. Select the right container. From here I'm making its width to 100%. And don't worry about these images because it's just a glitch, because if I select this image just by clicking on this image carousel, you see, just go under content tab, here on slides to show, it's showing 1. So if you just refresh the page, it will be fixed automatically. Okay, so for now let's just move to the mobile device. So on mobile we can start with this main container. So select the how it works main container, go under its advanced tab, and here first making the padding to 60 pixel. Now unlink it at the left and right, I'm making it to 15 pixel like this. So our first inner is looking great on mobile device, but with the second inner, let's select the second inner, go under its advanced tab. From here I just want to reduce its padding. So first of all, unlink it. At the top I'm adding 40, and at the bottom I'm adding 30 pixel of padding. So all these progress curves are looking great on mobile device, and this area is also looking great. Also the image carousel is looking much better, but I think we can reduce its font size a little bit on mobile only. So select it, go under its style tab. From here, from the typography, I'm making it to 32 pixel. So it's now looking much better. Alright, let's now close the responsive bar from top, and don't forget to click on this green update button so you won't lose any of your work. Let's now create our next container, and that would be the download section. So let's first click on this plus icon, and here I'm again taking this column based structure, this one, and let's add some spacing. So go under advanced tab. From here, first here I'm adding padding to 150 pixel. Let's now unlink it, because on the left and right I just wanna keep 15 pixel of padding. And then with this container I wanna add a background image. So go under style tab. From here, here's the background type. So select the classic, and let's select the image from this place. So for that area I'm selecting this image, click on insert media, and also let's set its position from this place. Now here I'm making the position to center. Also here repeat to no repeat, and size let's make it to cover. Then I wanna also add another image. So to set that, let's scroll down and open the background overlay. So from here let's just upload another image, and that would be this image. Let's select it and click on insert media. Okay, so basically it's a background overlay, but I wanna use it as a solid image. So from here, first of all, I'm making the opacity to 1 so we can see the image properly. Now here's the position. So I wanna set its position to top right. Then here repeat to no repeat, and this time I'm making the size to contain. And also let's go under layout tab. From here, if I open the additional options, from here I'm making the overflow to hidden, because in this area I will be also adding the floating object animations like the main banner. So whenever you will use any floating animations or auto moving animation with any container, on that case you should make the overflow value to hidden. Alright, now within this container, first click on this plus icon. Here I just want to drag an heading element, and I'm making its HTML tag to h4, or you know what, we already have h4 element here above, so we can just right click here. Let's just copy it, and then in this place, now right click here and click on paste style, and I just want to change this text to download our app. Now underneath that I wanna add a heading, so we can just copy this heading element from here and right underneath here, just right click and paste it in this place. And of course I wanna replace this text with other, and I have added a BR tag right after available to make this line break. Then underneath I wanna use a paragraph or text editor. So from here, just right click here, then copy it and scroll down, just right click here and click on paste. Also here I'm replacing this text with real text. Then underneath here I wanna add two buttons. One is for downloading the app from App Store and another is downloading the app for Androids, that's from Play Store. Okay, so to create that, first of all I just wanna take one wrapper for those two buttons. So click on the Rubik's Cube icon. From here I'm dragging this container here. So again, before doing any other thing, just first I'm just renaming this container name to download, so we can easily understand this is the container for this download area, and this one, this is basically the inner container. Okay, and here with this inner container, first of all I'm making the direction to row and also I'm setting the gap to 10. Now within this container I wanna add a button widget. So from here let's just drag this button widget here, and in this place, instead of click here, I wanna take a text that is split it into two lines. So to do that we need to apply a little trick. So to get that text format, just go to gimfahdigital.com again, and from there if you scroll down you see it says multi-line button text format. So here if you just have a look, it says download for, and here is a BR tag. So the download for this text would be at the first line, and underneath this iOS text would be in the next line. And also I have applied this D button class here. So here is nothing complicated, just copy this text from here. Now go inside Elementor. Now just replace the default click here from this place and paste the text format here. So here basically I have added this D button class because I will be adding some custom snippet depending on this class name. That's why I have used it. Alright, now from here I wanna use an icon with it. So from here I'm just searching for Apple icon. So let's select this one, insert it, and I'm making the icon spacing to 15 pixel. Alright, now let's just go under style tab. From here, first of all I'm making the font size to 15 pixel, the font weight to 700 to make it a bit bolder. Then from here I just wanna set this button's color to our default black main color, and the text color, let's set it to white color like this. Now from border type I'm making it to solid, border width to 2 pixel, and the color I'm making it to our branded black main color. Then here I'm making the border radius to 16 pixel, and here padding I'm making it to 20, or we can reduce the top and bottom a bit. So unlink it. From here on the top and bottom I'm adding 15 pixel of padding. Alright, now let's go under hover state. On hover I just wanna make the color to white. So from here let's set it to white, and of course on the hover state I'm making the text color to our black main global color. So right now it's looking like it, and for sure I need to adjust its size. Actually that's the reason, if you have a look, I have taken this class name that's basically this D-button, this class name, to make this iOS font size bigger, because you cannot separately make any fonts bigger within this text editor. That's why I have taken the D button class name. Okay, now to add the CSS snippet, just select this parent container, this one, that's basically this inner container. Now go under its advanced tab, open the custom CSS field. Now go to gimfahdigital.com. From here you see it says download button CSS. Just copy the CSS snippet from this place, go inside Elementor and paste it here. So basically you see we cannot set this icon's font size specifically from Elementor settings. Also we cannot set this iOS text size separately bigger from Elementor's default settings. That's why I have created this custom CSS snippet. So you see, let's say if you wanna make this iOS font size a bit bigger or smaller, you can do that from this place. So instead of 26, if you make it just 16, you see the iOS text has been decreased its size, but I wanna keep it to 26 pixel. And then this font size is responsible for this icons font. So instead of 40, if you just keep it 10, you see it's now becoming very smaller, but I just wanna keep it as 40 pixel. Alright, now I just wanna duplicate this button. So let's duplicate the button, and for sure here in this place I just wanted to say download for, instead of iOS I'm writing here Android, and I'm changing this Apple icon to the Play Store icon. So here I'm searching for Play Store. This is the Google Play Store icon, and click on insert. But in this case I just wanna reverse the hover effect, so just go under the style tab from here with this button. By default I wanna make its background color to white, and the text color I'm making it to the black main color. And on hover I just wanna reverse that, so go to hover. On hover, make the text color to not global, just white color, and the background color I'm making it to global black main color. So if we now hover over here, it's looking like it. Also with the first one, it's looking like this. So if I now just minimize the bar from left, you see it's looking pretty much decent. Now just to make this area more unique, just like our main banner area, so like this, I wanna add these floating elements also with the download area, and you already know how to do that, so I don't wanna make you bored. I'm doing that very fast and I'm coming back to you. Alright, so I have added the moving animated images here and here. So now I just wanna do the final thing with this section, that is checking it for mobile and tablet devices. Okay, so from here just go to responsive mode first. Let's go to the tablet device. So here, actually on the desktop this overlay image was looking great, but on tablet device it's looking kind of busy because they're overlapping with each other. So for that reason I just wanna apply here a trick. First of all, I just wanna remove this overlay image from tablet. So to do it, just go under style tab. First of all, just make sure you have selected this main container, that's basically this download container. Now from under its style tab, let's just click here. Nope, not here, it's background. So just go to its background overlay, and now you cannot delete this from this place, because if you delete this image from this place, it will be also deleted on the desktop view. So I don't wanna delete it, but instead I just wanna replace this image with other image. So just click here on choose image. And the trick is I wanna apply the same image that we have used as the main background image of this area. So that's basically this image. Now click on insert media. You see it's now looking much cleaner on the tablet view. Okay, so here I just wanna do its positioning a little bit differently. So here I'm making its position to bottom center. Here it is. And I'm making its size to cover. So it's now looking great on tablet. Now we can move to the mobile device. So on mobile device it's already looking great, but I think we can just reduce the spaces at the, we can just reduce the space from top and bottom. So make sure you have selected the main download container, this one. Just go under its advanced tab. From here, let's give its padding to 60 pixel. Now unlink it, because at the left and right I just wanna keep it to 15 pixel of padding. Alright, so we are also done with this download section. Now click on this green update button to save our work, and let's now go back to the desktop mode. Now underneath this download area I wanna add our pricing area. So let's click on this plus icon, and again I'm taking this column based container, and here first of all just go under advanced tab. Here I'm adding padding to 100 pixel. Now unlink it, because on the left and right I just wanna add 15 pixel of padding. And now within this main container, okay, first of all I'm just making this main container's name to pricing. Now within this main pricing container I wanna take 3 inner containers. So from here let's drag this container here in this place. Now let's just duplicate it and duplicate it one more time. So we have these 3 inner containers, and I wanna rename these 3 in this way. Like the first container, the first inner container, I'm naming it as pricing table because I will be using it only to create the pricing tables. And then the second inner container, I'm just naming it to testimonials because I will be using it to create our testimonials. And the third inner container, it would be for platforms. Alright, now let's first start working with the pricing table, this inner container. So here I just wanna copy and paste the heading element from top. So maybe from this place, just right click here, click on copy, and then within the first inner container, right click here and click on paste. Also with the paragraph, so just copy from this place. Let's now scroll down, and right underneath this heading here, let's just paste it. Now I just wanna change this heading, so I'm changing it from this place. Also I'm making its alignment to centered aligned. Also with the paragraph, let's make its alignment to centered. So go under style tab. From here I'm making the alignment to centered, and also I wanna make its font size a bit smaller. So from here I'm making it to 16 pixel. Now right under this paragraph or text editor, I wanna create another container or another inner container. So within that we can create our pricing tables, and we don't need to do that from scratch because previously we have created that structure at the top. So if we go above here at this place, actually we can use the same structure from this place. So make sure you have selected this main container. Also you can check it from this place. Yes, I want to select this inner 2 container. Now just right click here, let's copy it from this place to take this structure. Now let's scroll down, and here just after this paragraph, or maybe anywhere within this container, just right click here and click on paste. So you see here on the navigator, just after that text editor, this inner 2 has been pasted here, but this time I just wanna rename it. Instead of inner 2, I wanted to rename it to monthly pricing. And now let's just adjust it because I just don't want to do the same thing again and again. So I have just taken this structure from the top areas. Now I will repurpose it. So first of all, I just need these 3 cards. So I will be deleting these 3 cards from bottom. So from this place, let's delete it. Also let's delete it from this place. Also let's delete this one because I just wanna use these 3 cards. Now let's start with this middle one, and I also don't want this, so let's just delete this icon box. Also let's delete this button from this place because I just wanted to take this structure. Now here within this single card, I will be taking some elements. So click on this plus icon. First here I'm dragging the heading element or widget here, and I just wanted to say suite because that would be this pricing plan's name. So I'm naming it as suite. Now go under the style tab, and from typography I'm making its size to 20 pixel and font weight to 500. Now underneath this heading, I wanna take another inner container because I wanna adjust some headings within the same inner container to make them visible horizontally one after another. Just have a look, you will understand it properly. So right underneath this heading, just click on the Rubik's Cube icon, and from here I'm dragging this container underneath this heading here. Now just select this inner container. From here I'm making the direction to row, and here gap between elements I'm setting it to 3 pixel. Now within this inner container, click on this plus icon, and I'm dragging this heading element here, and I just wanted to say $sign, nothing else, just a $sign. And let's do a little bit styling with it. So go under the style tab. First of all, I'm making a size to 24 pixel, font weight to 500, and then I just want to adjust its spacing. So from under advanced tab, unlink the margin. Only at the top I'm adding 5 pixel of margin. Now let's just duplicate this heading from this place. So here I'm duplicating this heading. So you see it's now just after the main first dollar sign here, but instead of this dollar I want to say the price here, and that would be for example 16. Now let's go under the style tab. From here I'm making its font size to 44 pixel, and I also want to increase its font's weight to 900. But with this one I don't want any spacing, so just go under its advanced tab, and from here I'm just removing the margin, so let's make it the default. Alright, now let's just duplicate this 16 again, and here I just want it to say / then monthly, or just month. Okay, and this time go under the style tab. I'm making its font size to 14 pixel, and also let's just make its text color to the default black light color, and I also want to reduce its font weight to 400. Now let's go under advanced tab, unlink the margin, because here at the top I want to add only 20 pixel of margin top, or a little bit like 22 pixel. Alright, now I want to add a text editor or paragraph right underneath this here, I mean in this place. So click on the Rubik's Cube icon, and from here I'm just dragging this text editor here underneath in this place. Actually, if I want to place it, you see it's making problem because Elementor is also confused where I want to put this text editor. So to avoid this confusion, I always put it in a random place, just like right underneath this suite heading here. Now let's just replace this text with real text, and now we can just move it underneath here by using navigator. So let's just minimize this container, and I'm now dragging this text editor underneath this container here in this place. But of course I don't like this spacing, so just go under its advanced tab, and from here unlink the margin. At the top here I'm adding -5 pixel, and here underneath, I mean at the bottom, I'm adding -15 pixel of margin. And also I just want to make its font size a bit smaller, so from here, from the typography, I'm making its size to 14 pixel. Alright, now underneath this paragraph I wanna add a divider. So from Rubik's Cube icon, here is the divider, so I'm dragging this divider underneath this paragraph here. Now with the divider, go under the style tab. I just wanna change its color to our gray color. Other than that, from here we can just reduce the gap like this, or we can just make it 2. Alright, now underneath this divider I wanna put some features that will people get with this package. Okay, so to do it, let's click on the Rubik's Cube icon, and here I'm searching for the widget icon box, but I think we can also wrap that within a container first. So here I'm dragging this container underneath this divider here, and with this container I'm making the gap to 10 pixel. Okay, now within this container click on the plus icon, and here I'm searching for the icon box. Let's drag this icon box within this inner container here. So for obvious here I wanna just insert the check icon, I mean this one, insert it. Then for this icon I'm making the view to stacked, and the default circle is fine, and I don't want to use this paragraph or the description, so I'm removing it from this place. And here I'm just replacing this title with other text like 90-day chat history. This is a feature. Okay, then their structure, I mean icon position, I'm setting it to left. Alright, so we are done with its structure. Now go under the style tab. From here, first I'm making the secondary color from the color picker, that's #2B6EF5. Now let's just copy this color code because I want to use the same color on the primary color. So open the color picker, paste the color code, but this time I just want to reduce its opacity, so drag it to the very left like this. So you are now familiar with these tricks because I have also applied it on the above sections. Okay, now let's just adjust its size by using these options. So from here I'm making the spacing to only 5, and then size, let's just make it 20 pixel. Not 20, let's just make it 12 pixel. Alright, let's now open the content tab. From here, first I'm making the title's spacing to 0. Then the heading color, let's make it to our black main global color. Then open the typography because I just wanna set its font size to 15 pixel, then font weight to 500, and then line height first set it in EM, and I'm making it to just 0.5 EM. Alright, I think it's looking much cleaner now. We can just duplicate this icon box, so let's duplicate it, and let's duplicate it one more time, and I wanna change this text with other text like this, and with the third one maybe that would be 24/7 support, Alright, so now right underneath this container I wanna add a button. So go to Rubik's Cube icon, and from here I'm dragging this button widget underneath this container here in this place. Let's put it here, but you see it goes within this container, but I don't want that. So let's take the help of this navigator. First of all, I'm just moving this button outside of this container here, and now let's minimize the container, and now I'm moving this container at the top of the button, I mean here. I know sometimes it looks frustrating, but this is the way you have to work in this way, so you need to get familiar with all these navigators options. Alright, now with this button you see it's getting all these styles from global settings, but in this case let's just select it, and here instead of click here I just wanted to say choose plan because it's the pricing table. And then I always use the brand color here, so just go under the style tab, and from here the color I just wanna set it as the brand color, and also with the border color just go under border type, let's select it as solid, and here with one also color I'm setting it as brand color. Then the text color, let's set it as white color. So and the normal and hover state I'm keeping it same. By the way, as we have copied the settings from top, so here you see at the top we have got a different color with this card top border color. So I also want to change that. Just select this card or container. Now go under its style tab, open the border, go to its hover, and from here from this place I'm just making this color, I'm just changing this color to the brand color like this, so it's now looking much matched. Alright, so we're done with this card, and we don't need to create other cards from scratch. We can just simply duplicate this card. But before that, to reduce all the confusion, instead of single card, for this card I'm just renaming it to single pricing card. So here I'm just renaming it to single pricing card. And now let's minimize this card, then right click on the single pricing card, let's just duplicate it, and let's duplicate it one more time like this. And we no longer need this single card that we have copied from top, so just right click over this single card, let's delete it. Also with this single card, right click over, let's just minimize it, just right click over this single card here and delete it from this place. So we have got our 3 pricing cards here within this inner container. And then if you wanna change all of these features for the different pricing, you can do that. Also, if you wanna change the color of these icons, you can do that. For example, with this card, let's select it, go under its style tab. From here I'm just changing the secondary color to a greenish color like this. Let's just duplicate it with this here, I mean with the primary color. Let's just paste it, and we will be just reducing the opacity like this. So just right click over this icon box, copy it, and then here again right click here and click on paste style. Again right click here and click on paste style. Then if you wanna change this pricing from this place, so instead of 16, for example, here I'm just giving it $4, I mean $4, and with the last one here I'm giving the price to $27. Also, if you wanna change the name, so here I'm changing its name to Fresh, and the last package here I'm changing its name to, for example, Juicy. Alright, now here with this middle pricing card, I wanna do it a little separately. That is, I just wanted to make as most popular, or I just want to add that kind of badge here with the top right corner. You see that every day on other websites pricing tables, right? But before that, so just guess it for the moment. This card we will be using at the most popular pricing plan. So I also wanna design it a bit differently, nothing crazy. Just select this inner container or this pricing card, go under its style tab, and from here open the border. Initially I also wanna activate its border top color, so here unlink it. Only at the top I'm making it 3 and other sides I'm just making them 0 like this. Then I'm setting the border color to our global brand color like this. So if we minimize it, you can see the difference properly. Initially it's already looking different than the other cards, but also I wanna add here a badge that says most popular or any other word, So to do it, just open the bar from left. Now just go under its advanced tab, scroll down and open the custom CSS field, and you already know we have added this CSS snippet before because we already have copied that from top, but we don't need to remove this CSS snippet from this place. Just hit enter a couple more times to make some space, and here we will be adding a different CSS snippet, and I already have written that for you. Just go to jimfahaddigital.com and from there let's scroll down. It says card badge CSS. Okay, just copy this snippet from this place, go inside Elementor, and right underneath the existing CSS code let's paste the CSS snippet here. So let's say if you wanna change this most popular text with any other text, you can do that from this place. You see it says most popular, so if you want you can replace this text with your own text. Also here is the background color, here is the text color. So you see here is the text color is white. If you want you can change that from this place, and here is the background color. So instead of this blue color, if you wanna use any red color, so you just need to remove this color from this place and you can simply write here red. So you see it's instantly changed, but I like the previous color, so I'm keeping it like this. Alright, let's minimize other cards from here. So this middle card is the most popular card, but with other two cards I just wanna disable the shadow on the normal state. I wanna enable them on hover only. So to do it, let's select the first pricing card, go under its style tab, from here open the border. So on the normal state I'm disabling the box shadow just by clicking on back to default, but on hover let's just open the box shadow, and here the color I'm setting it as 0.2. Then here I'm adding the vertical value to 15, here's the blur value to 60, and here is the spread value to -10. So just have a look, let's minimize it at this point. Initially it's looking like it, and when you hover over here the shadow has been added. So I also do the same with this card. So open it from the navigator, just right click over the first card and click on copy, then right click over the third card and click here paste style. Now if I minimize it, you can see the difference properly. So here the most popular card is now highlighted more, and other cards, when we are hovering over there we can see the shadow with them like this. Alright, now I just wanna check its responsiveness, so go to the responsive mode. First go to the tablet device. So on the tablet device everything is looking great, but I think we can just adjust their positioning or the justify content. So to do it, first from here let's select this inner container, that's basically the monthly pricing container. Now only for the tablet device I'm making their align items to centered. Oops, not align items, we need to select its justify content to centered as its direction is set to row. So you see they are now aligned properly on the tablet device as well. Then if you want you can also decrease the width of this single card. So I'm just selecting this single card, go under its layout, and here instead of 48 I'm just reducing a little bit like 45. With the second one as well, go under layout, here I'm making it to 45. Also with the third one I'm making it to 45% of width. Alright, let's now go under mobile device. So here on mobile device everything is looking great, but I think we need to adjust these icon boxes. So let's just select this icon box, because on mobile by default, if I go under content tab, you see by default it set its icon position from top, but I don't want that, so I'm just resetting it to from left. So let's do the same thing with other icon boxes. Right click here, click on copy, then right click here, just click on paste style. Actually this time paste style won't work because it's not under the style tab, so you have to do it one by one. Just go here and set it as left aligned. Actually in this case, if you just click on paste style, it won't work in the same way because it's under style tab, so you need to do that manually each time. So just select this icon box from here, just make its icon position from left. Also with this one, let's make it from left. So I'm doing it with other icon boxes and I'm coming back to you really quickly. Alright, I have added all the mobile icon positions for these icon boxes to left. So everything is now looking great on the mobile device, also on the tablet device, and for sure on the desktop device. Now here, if you wanna keep the pricing table like this, you can do that, but now I also wanna show you, if you have a different plan for monthly users, if you have a different plan for yearly users, how you can create that monthly or yearly pricing table, like the toggle button. So if you click on monthly, that will display the monthly prices. If you click on yearly, that will show the visitors the yearly prices, like that. But if you don't want that, you can keep it like this, but I will show you how you can achieve that as well. So to do it, first of all, from here, let's scroll up, because I just want to find this monthly pricing, this whole wrapper container. So if I minimize the monthly pricing from here, basically this is the wrapper, this monthly pricing container. It wraps this 3 pricing table. With this monthly pricing container, I wanna add a fade-in effect first. So just go under advanced tab. From here, let's open the motion effects, and here in trends animation, I'm just adding fade-in animation. So later, whenever we will be switching to monthly to yearly, each time they will appear with this fade-in effect. So here we have got our monthly plan. Now I just wanna duplicate this whole container and I wanna make that, I wanna make the duplicated one for yearly pricing. Okay, so we can do that from the navigator. So just right click over the monthly pricing and from there click on duplicate. So here you see it's been duplicated underneath here. And also I just wanna rename it to yearly pricing instead of monthly, so you can recall it properly later. So it's yearly pricing. And as we will be using for yearly pricing, so here instead of per month, I just wanted to say per year or per yearly. So let's do the same with other text. So here I'm just writing here per yearly. Also with the third one here, instead of per month, I'm just writing here per yearly. Also the yearly pricing should be bigger, right? So here instead of 4, I'm just writing here 32. Then the suite package, I'm just pricing it 116. And the yearly, I'm just pricing it to 227. Alright, so here this container, okay, I'm also showing you that from navigator. So from here, from this place, here is our monthly pricing and minimize the yearly pricing. So this is our monthly pricing card or monthly pricing container, and this is our yearly pricing container. Now the very first thing I will do here, I will save them as template. So first of all, make sure from the navigator, this is our monthly pricing container. Just right click over monthly pricing container. Then I'm just clicking here save as template. So I'm giving this template name as monthly pricing. Now let's just save it. Now let's close the pop-up, and from here this is the yearly pricing. So just right click over this yearly pricing, then click on save as template. So I'm just naming it yearly pricing, then save it and close the pop-up. Alright, as we have saved them as template, now we no longer need them within this page. Okay, now don't panic because I just wanna delete this monthly pricing and yearly pricing from inside of this page. So right click over monthly pricing, then click on delete, and here is the yearly pricing. Just click here, then right click and click on delete to delete the container. Also, let's just close the responsive bar and click on this green update button to save our work. Now just let me show you where are those two templates are going. I mean, where are they now? So if I now just go back to our WordPress dashboard, now from there, let's go to Elementor templates here. From there, go to saved templates. You see under saved templates, we have got here yearly pricing and monthly pricing templates. And also have a look here with these saved templates. With the yearly pricing at the right side, we can see a shortcode here. Also with the monthly pricing at the right side, here is a different shortcode for that. I'm just saying about this shortcode because we will be using these a little bit later. For now, let's just go inside Elementor. So now here, first of all, let's select this text editor because I wanna adjust its positioning. Just go under advanced tab. Now here at the top, I'm just making it to -5, and at bottom, I just wanna increase the space. So here I'm adding 30 pixel. Alright, now right underneath this paragraph or text editor, I will be adding the tabs widget. So click on the Rubik's Cube icon, and here I'm searching for tabs. So this is the tabs widget. Now let's drag this tabs widget right underneath this paragraph here. Make sure they are within this container, I mean within the pricing table container. So here you can see first we have got heading, then text editor, and here is the tabs. So let's now select the tabs. Now here on the left we can see two items. So the first item, I just wanted to say monthly, and the second one I just wanted to say yearly. Okay, and also I just wanna set their alignment to centered like this. Alright, now let's first open the monthly tab from here. I'm just removing this text from here because you may remember if I just go to our WordPress dashboard here under templates to save templates, this is the monthly pricing and we have got the shortcode here on the right side. So this shortcode is for monthly pricing. Just copy this shortcode from this place and go inside Elementor. Now within this field, I'm pasting the shortcode here. So this is for the monthly. Let's now minimize the monthly and open the yearly. Again, just remove the default text from here. Go inside our WordPress dashboard. From here, you see this is the yearly pricing. So just copy this shortcode from this place. Let's copy it, go inside Elementor and paste the shortcode here. Now within the tab, you can only see the shortcodes, but on the real browser, you can see the pricing tables. I'm showing you that very shortly, but for the moment, I just wanna design these tabs. So to do it, just go under the style tab. From here, first of all, I'm making the border width because I don't want these borders here around. So I'm just making the border width to 0. Then from this title color, so I'm making the title color to our global blacklight color, and active color, I'm just making the active color to white color. I know you cannot see it at this moment, but I will be adding some custom CSS, so no worries about that. But for the moment, I'm just showing you if I set it to any other color, for example, the red color like this. So if you want, you can use this active red color. And then from the typography, I just wanna set their font size to 14 pixel and font weight to 600. Okay, now before adding the custom CSS snippet, because if you don't want to add the custom CSS snippet, let me show you how it's looking at this moment. Okay, so for now, let's just click on this green update button and then click on this eyeball icon to preview it from the real browser. So here, let's scroll down, and here right underneath in this place, yep, we can see the pricing table. So initially we can see monthly because we can see the active color, and then if we click on yearly, we can see the yearly pricing tables here. So if you wanna keep it like this, you can do that, but I wanna make it look much more better. So to do it, I wanna apply some custom CSS with these tabs. So go back inside Elementor. Now make sure you have selected the tabs. Now go under the tabs advanced settings, open the custom CSS field. Now go to jimfahaddigital.com and scroll down. Here it says tab title CSS. Okay, just copy this CSS snippet from here, go inside Elementor and paste the CSS snippet within this place. So it's now looking like it, and for sure we need to change the active color. So go under the style tab. From here, the active color, I just wanna change it to our global blacklight color, or we can make it to white color. So it's now looking much better. So again, just save it by clicking on this update button, then click on this eyeball icon to preview the page. So if you scroll down this time, you see it's now looking much better. We can switch to yearly like this, we can switch back to monthly like this. Alright, let's now go back inside Elementor. Now let's scroll down. So here actually you see we can see the gap for the pricing table, but within Elementor page builder we cannot see the pricing tables because it's coming by using shortcodes, but we can see it on the real website that you already have seen. Okay, so within the main pricing container we have done with the pricing table with this inner container. Now underneath this pricing table inner container, we will be creating our testimonial container. So let's select this testimonial, I mean the second inner container, this one. So with this testimonial container, first I wanna add some spacing. So go under advanced tab, and here I'm adding 100 pixel of padding. Now unlink it because at the top I wanna add 80 and bottom I'm going to add 60 pixel of padding. Alright, let's now drag this navigator to the bottom so you can watch it properly. Okay, now with this container I wanna add a background image. Now go under the style tab. From here, from the background, let's select the background image. So for that testimonial area, I'm selecting this image. Now click on insert media, and here I'm setting its position to sender, repeat to no repeat, and size, let's set it to cover. Now within this I will be inserting testimonial carousel. So click on this plus icon, and here I'm searching for testimonial carousel. So here it is, testimonial carousel. Let's just drag this within here, and first of all I just wanna delete item 2 and 3. So let's create the first slide here as the testimonial image. First select the image, so I'm selecting this image, insert it. And also I'm just changing this text from here, and you can change the name and title from here. For example, instead of just CEO, I just wanted to say CEO of Webcasa, and then you can just duplicate it by clicking here, but I'm doing it later. But before that, from here I'm just making the layout to image above, and then from inside additional options I'm just turning off the arrows because I just wanna use the dots. Alright, now go to slides. We can just simply duplicate this by clicking here. Also let's duplicate it one more time. So we have now 3 slides here, and we can see the dots here underneath. Okay, so let's now do some styling here. Now go under the style tab. First of all, here is the space between. Okay, just keep all these default. Now I just wanna go under content tab. So from here, first of all, the gap in between, I just wanna make it to 20. So it's now looking much decent. Then from here, text color, I'm setting it as white color. And then from here, typography, let's set its font size to 20 pixel. And also you see by default, their type is kinda italic. So from style, I'm just making it to normal, like this. Now from left, let's do some styling with the name, that means this John Doe. So I'm also changing its color to white color, and then from the typography I'm just making its style to normal as well. Then font size to 20 pixel, then font weight I'm making it to 700. Now underneath here is the second title, that means this text. So here I'm again making its color to white color, And then from the typography here, I'm making its font size to 14 pixel, and here font weight I'm making it to 500, and also this time I'm making its style to normal. Alright, now from here let's open the image. So I'm just making the image size to 120. We can make it a bit bigger, so 140. Okay, it looks much decent. Now I just want to style these dots, so let's open the navigator. From here, first I'm making the active color to white color. So you see the active dot is white, and then the other dots, so I'm selecting their color from this place. I'm also making it white, but I just want to reduce its transparency a bit like this. So it's now looking great. Alright, so from the navigator we are also done with this testimonial container. Now let's do the platform container. So I'm selecting platform container. That means this empty container. Let's select the container. And here with this container, I also want to add some spacing at the top. So go under advanced tab. From here, unlink the padding, because this time I just want to add some padding at the top. That is 80 pixel. And I also want to add a background image with it. So go under style tab. From here, let's add a background image, and that would be this one. Let's select it. It says sponsor shape.png. Now click on insert media. Then let's set its position from here. So I'm setting it as bottom center. Also I'm making the repeat to no repeat, and we can keep the size to default. Now within this container I wanna add a heading and paragraph, and we can just simply just copy and paste from top. So just copy it, and within this place right click here and paste it. Also same with the paragraph, right click here, copy it. Now scroll down and paste it underneath this heading here. So just right click here and click on paste. And of course I wanna change this heading. So from here I'm just pasting other text, and right after with I wanna add a line break. This is the line break tag. And here I also wanna change this paragraph text from here. So I'm just changing it really quickly, and let's just check its spacing from under advanced tab. So here bottom, instead of 30, I'm just adding a bit more, that's 40. Alright, now underneath this paragraph I wanna add another inner container. So click on this Rubik's Cube icon. From here I'm dragging the inner container right underneath this paragraph here. Just make sure they are within this container. So you see it's just went outside of the container here. Actually that also happened with this paragraph as well. So okay, just drag this navigator here. So I'm dragging this paragraph within this container in this place. So it's now within this parent container, and let's also drag this inner container within this place here underneath in this place. So if we now check them from navigator, you see if I now minimize this platform, so yep, they all are within the platform parent container. Okay, so here is our heading, underneath here is our text editor, and here we have another inner container. So we can just rename it inner container. Actually that's why I always rename the names, so it remove all the confusion from us. Alright, now within the inner container I wanna take some curves, but before that let's select the inner container. I'm making its direction to row, then the justify content I'm making it to centered. Also align items, let's set it to centered. So all the inner elements will be vertically and horizontally centered. And this time I also wanna set the wrap value to wrap, the reason behind that. And now let's go under advanced tab. Here I wanna add huge padding, so I'm adding just 200 pixel of padding, but I want it to be applied only at the left and right side. So unlink it from top and right, I'm making it 0, like from top and bottom I'm making the padding value to 0. Okay, now within this inner container, like I said, I wanna insert some inner container. So click on this plus icon, and here I'm dragging the container, and from the navigator I wanna rename this container name to single card. Now I wanna make this single card's width to full width. I'm making its width in pixel, so I'm making its width 100 pixel. Then minimum height I'm making it 100 pixel. Also from under items, I'm making the justify content and align items value to centered. Then go under this cards style tab because I just wanna make its background color to white color. So let's make it white. Then I also wanna add some border radius and shadow. So from under border, let's add some border radius that would be just 6 pixel. And we can add the box shadow from this place. So first of all, I'm making the box shadow a bit more transparent. So I'm making it 0.2. Then here I'm making the offset value to 20, the blur value to 60, and the spread value to -10. Also, I wanna add some space underneath. So just go under advanced tab, unlink the margin. Only at the bottom I'm adding 20 pixel of margin. Now within this single card, click on this plus icon. I just wanna insert image here. So insert the image within this card. Now select the image. So from here, let's first select this image. You see it says sponsor-1.png. Now click on insert media. So in this way, just have a look on this navigator. I'm just minimizing the single card here. Let's minimize it. And I want to duplicate the single card couple more time. You can duplicate it just by right clicking here and click on duplicate. Also from here, as we have enabled the editing handles, so we can duplicate the card from here. So let's duplicate it couple more times so we can add as many as images we want. Let's duplicate it couple more time and let's duplicate it and duplicate it one last time. Then I just wanna change all these images. So I'm changing the images really quickly and I'm coming back to you. Alright, I have changed all these sponsor images. So just have a look. It's now looking great. Also at the top, this slider is looking great. Also here at the top, we have created our pricing table. So finally, just check everything is looking great on mobile and tablet device. So to check the responsiveness, just go to the responsive mode. Now go to the tablet device. So here we already have checked our pricing tables and they are coming from the templates. So we already know they are pretty much looking good on mobile and tablet device. So let's just check the other containers like this one. So with this testimonial container, let's just select this container and from navigator, make sure we have selected the right container. Yep, this is the testimonials container. Now everything is looking great. I just wanna reduce its spacing. So go under advanced tab and here I'm first making the padding to 60 pixel. Now unlink it. From the left and right, I'm just making it to 30. Alright, so this testimonial area is looking great on tablet. Let's now select the platform, this inner container. And now with this one, we just need to decrease the padding. So go under advanced tab. From here, let's first make the padding to 80 pixel. Now unlink it because at the top and bottom, I'm making the padding value to 0. Oops, actually not with this one. Let's just keep it default that we have done with the desktop because we need to do that spacing settings with the inner container. Okay, so these platforms, with these platforms, let's just keep it same, but with the inner container that wraps these single cards. So select the inner container, go under its advanced tab. Let's now make it to 80 pixel and unlink it. Now remove the padding from top and bottom to 0. So it's now looking great on tablet device. We just need to check it from the mobile device. So let's go to mobile device. On the mobile device, pricing is looking great. We can see this empty space because here we will see the pricing cards on real browser. You already know we cannot see it from inside Elementor page builder. So let's just go underneath. But here with the main parent container, that means these platforms with these platforms is also the inner container. So we need to go first their main parent. That's basically this pricing container. Okay, so with this pricing container, we can adjust the spacing. So here let's add 60 pixel of padding on mobile device. Now unlink it. At the left and right, I'm just making it to 0. Also at the left side, let's making it to 0. And then this area is looking great. Like I said, now we can select the testimonial section or the testimonial inner container. Now from under its advanced tab, I also wanna remove the padding from left and right. So first I'm setting it to 60 and then unlink it. From the left and right, I'm making it to 0 pixel of padding. And then don't worry about these single testimonials, because if we select the testimonial and go under its content, because on real browser it won't be showing like this, because slides per view, it's by default will only show 1 slides per view. So you can see it perfect on real browser, but only to make you double sure, if I set it to 1, you see it's now showing perfectly. Alright, so testimonials are looking great on mobile device. Let's now move to the platforms. So I'm selecting platforms container from the navigator. So here I just wanna remove the spacing from the inner containers. First of all, let's select the platforms, and you see at the top 80 pixel is huge space, so we can just unlink it. So instead of 80, we can make here 40 pixel of space at the top, and then let's go inside of the platform, and I'm selecting the inner container. That means this container. And with this container, I don't need any additional spacing on mobile device. So here I'm making their padding to 0 pixel. Or instead of 0, we can just add the 15 pixel. Then here with all these single curves, you see this width is looking kind of weird. So only for the mobile device, let's select this single curve. Now go under its layout. For mobile device, I wanna reduce their height and width. So for the mobile device, I'm making their width to 80 pixel and their height to 80 pixel. So I wanna do the same for all of the single curves. So just right click over here, click on copy, and with other curves, right click here and click on paste style. So I'm doing the same with others. Just right click there and click on paste style. So I'm doing it really quickly and I'm coming back to you. Alright, so everything is now looking great on mobile device. Also, if we go to tablet device, you see everything is looking great there as well. So we can now close the responsive bar from top, and for sure click on the green update button to save our work. Now we are pretty much done with the page or website. Now we just need to create our beautiful header and footer. So first of all, let's minimize all the items from navigator just by clicking here. Actually, it opens up all the inner content. I'm clicking here again. So we can only see the main containers here. We have created hero banner, features, facts, how it works, download and pricing containers. Now underneath everything, I just wanna create our main footer. Alright, let's now create our footer. So click on this plus icon, and here again I'm taking this column based structure. Now here I wanna give it a background color, so go under style tab. From here I'm giving it a background color. That's our global white BG background color. So let's give it, and let's go under advanced tab. From here unlink the padding. Here at the left and right, I'm adding 15 pixel of padding. Then at the top here, I'm adding 60 pixel, and at the bottom, I'm adding 80 pixel of padding. Also, let's just rename the container to footer. And then within this footer main container, I wanna take 2 inner containers. So let's click on this plus icon. Here I'm dragging the container, and let's just duplicate the container one more time. So here we have got 2 inner containers. The first container, I just wanna rename it to footer top, and the second one, I'm renaming it to footer bottom. Now let's start with the footer top. That means this first inner container. Okay, I'm just dragging this navigator to the left. I mean left bottom, so you can see it properly. Okay, so with the footer top, I'm first making its direction to row. And then within the footer top container, I wanna take some inner containers as well. Okay, so to do it, let's just click on this plus icon. Now drag this container here, and from here make sure you have selected the inner container. So from navigator, just open up the footer top. Yep, within the footer top we have taken here another container. So I just wanna rename this container to inner container. So with this inner container, I wanna make its content width to full width, and here I'm making its width to 40%. Then I'm making its align items from start. So here within this left inner container, click on this plus icon. First I'm dragging here an image and I will be adding our logo here. So from the media library, here is our logo. Let's insert it, and underneath logo I want to add some space, so go under advanced tab. Here unlink the margin. At the bottom I'm adding 15 pixel of margin. Then underneath I wanna take a paragraph, so from here let's drag the text editor underneath this image here. Let's just paste some text in this place. Then underneath that I wanna insert a button, so we can take the button from top. Actually I wanna use this button, so just right click here, then copy it. Now scroll down and right underneath this paragraph, so right click here and click on paste. So here I have got our button, but I don't want that white color at the background, so just select the button, go under style tab. From here at the background color I'm just making it to transparent, so drag this bar to the very left. So right now it's looking much better, but I think the space in between is huge, so I just wanna add some negative margin with the button. Go under its advanced tab, unlink the margin. Here at the top I'm adding negative 25 pixel of margin, and at the bottom I'm adding 20 pixel of margin. Now underneath this button here I wanna add some social icons, so click on the Rubik's Cube icon again, and here I'm searching for social. Let's drag this social icon underneath this button here in this place. And you know, if you want you can put your Facebook URL here. So within this link field here I'm just temporarily putting hash, but you can put here your Facebook page URL. Within the Twitter handle you can put your Twitter handle link like that. And let's say if you want to add more elements or more social handles, you just need to click here on add items and click on this icon. So from here, for example, if you wanna add your GitHub, just select GitHub and click on insert, and you know, within the link you can put your real GitHub account handle link. Alright, other than that everything is looking great. Let's now go under style tab, because I wanna do here, I mean by default they are getting their official color, but I wanna use here custom color. So from here, instead of official color I'm making it to custom color. Now here the primary color I wanna use the white color as the primary color, and the secondary color I wanna use here our global black main color. Then the size we can make it 15, or we can make it a bit bigger, so 17 is looking fine. Then from here padding, let's just increase it, so we can just keep it like 0.6. and here is the spacing, I just want to increase it a bit, so 8 is looking fine. Okay, let's just make it 8. So it's looking perfect, but I think we can add some hover effect with it. So go under hover. Actually there is no hover option here, but you will find that underneath. So open the icon hover. Now here the secondary color on hover I'm setting white color, and the primary color I'm setting the global brand color. So here initially it's looking like it, and when you hover over here it's looking like this. Alright, now I just wanna duplicate this inner container, so let's duplicate it, and here with this inner container let's select it. I wanna reduce its width to 15% like this, and I don't want any of these inner elements, so let's just delete all of them because I will be using other elements here. Also I don't need this button. So within this second inner container, click on this plus icon. First here I'm inserting a heading element, and I just want it to say, for example, company. Now go under its style tab. From here I'm making its font size to 20 pixel, and let's set its font weight to 700. Now underneath this heading I wanna insert icon list widget, so click on the Rubik's Cube icon, and here I'm searching for icon list. Here we go. Just drag it underneath this heading here in this place, and first of all let's just delete the 2 and 3 these items. Okay, and open the first item because I don't want to use this check or any other icon, so let's just delete it just by clicking on this delete icon. And here instead of this list item #1 I just want it to say, for example, about us. If you have other pages you can link them here, and then within the links you can put that page's URL like this. Okay, let's minimize it, and we can just duplicate it a couple more times to give it a real footer feel. Let's also change this text. For example, here I'm writing services. With the third one here we can say, for example, case studies. Then maybe with this one let's write blog, and with the last one here let's write contact. Okay, and also here I'm setting the apply link on settings to inline, so only the text will work as the links. Okay, now I wanna do a little bit of styling with it, so go under style tab. From here space between, let's drag it to the right. We can make it 5 or 6 is fine. And we don't need to do anything with icon because we have deleted the icons. Now open the text. Here the text color, we can just set it as our global blacklight color, and on hover we can set it as our brand color. Then from the typography we can make the font size to 15 pixel, and also font weight, let's increase it a bit, 500. So this is looking great. We can just duplicate it one more time, and here instead of this company we can replace this text with other thing, for example like support. And then you can also change this text with your real pages URLs. So I'm changing them really quickly. Alright, I have changed all this, and now I just wanna duplicate it one last time. So in this time I just want to increase its width, so select this inner container. From here, instead of 15% we can increase it to, for example, 30%. So here it's 30%. Now instead of support, just let's edit the text. So here I want it to say get in touch. And now here with these items, actually I wanna use icons with them. So first of all, let's delete all of them and let's open the first one. So instead of community, I just want it to place here my email address. So that's jimfdigital@gmail.com. And here I wanna use an icon. So let's upload the icon. Let's search for any envelope icon. So I'm selecting this one, click on insert. Then from left, let's minimize it and duplicate it couple more time. So with the second one here, I'm putting my phone number. Actually that's my real WhatsApp number. Okay, and I want to also change this font with a phone icon, not font, this icon with phone icon. So I'm selecting this icon, click on insert, and with the third one here we can just put any address like this. And also I wanna change this with a map or map pin. So let's select, okay, not pin, I'm searching for map. So let's select this icon and click on insert. Now I wanna change their style a little bit, so just go under style tab, because here we have got icons. So I'm just changing this icon color. So from here, from the color picker, let's change it to #2B70FA. And then if you want you can keep the size. Okay, I'm okay with the size. Let's open the text because I just want it to less bolder. So from the typography I just make the font weight to 400. Alright, so we are done with the footer top container. So from the navigator, here is the footer top. Let's now minimize it. We are done with this footer top. Let's now start working with the footer bottom container, this one. Now first of all, I'm making its direction to row, and I also wanna add a border top with this container. So just go under the style tab. From here open the border. Now border type to solid, and I only wanna add the border at the top. So here unlink it. At the top I'm adding 2 pixels of border width, and here I'm setting the border color to our gray color. Then also let's adjust its spacing. So just go under advanced tab. From here unlink the margin, because only at the top I want to add 60 pixels of margin. And then let's unlink the padding. We can add only 40 pixels of padding at the top. So it's now looking like it. By the way, most probably we have used here dashed border, but I wanted to use the solid. So just go under the style tab. From here open the border. Yep, we have used here solid. But let's say if you wanna use any other type of border, you can do that from this place. For example, dotted or groove. So if I now minimize it, you can see it's looking like groove, but I don't want that. So I'm changing it to the solid. Alright, now within this footer bottom container, I wanna take two inner containers. One is left and another is right. So click on this plus icon. From here, I'm dragging this container. And from here, let's just duplicate this container. I'm duplicating it from the navigator. So the first one, I'm just renaming it to the left container. And the next one, I'm just renaming it to the right container. So let's first select the left container, and here I'm making its direction to row, and I don't want to do anything crazy within the left container. I just want to put here two buttons. So click on this plus icon. Here I'm dragging the button element here. You see it's getting the default settings, default button global settings, but I just want to tweak it a little bit. So first I just wanted to say download from iOS. Then of course here I wanna use the Apple icon. So this one, insert it, and here icon spacing I'm using 8. Now let's go under style tab. Here the text color I wanna set it as our global black main color. Then the background color I wanna use the default white color, and this time I also wanna change the border color. So from here set the border type to solid, solid, and this time I'm setting the border color white as well, so I'm selecting it to white. And then I want to reduce the default border radius, so I'm setting the border radius from here to 8 pixel, and also I want to reduce the default padding, so from here let's make it to 20. Let's now unlink it because at the top and bottom I want to add 10 pixel of padding. So it's now looking great on normal state, but on hover I just wanna change a few things. So just go under hover state. Actually on hover state I just wanna change the background color to a transparent color. So from here let's just make it to transparent, so it's looking like it. And the border color from here, let's just change it to our global gray color. So it's now looking like this on hover. Alright, so we can just simply duplicate this button. Let's duplicate the button, and here instead of download from iOS I wanted to say download from Android. And of course here instead of Apple, here I just wanna place Play Store icon, so select it and click on insert. And here I just wanna reverse the hover effect and normal state comparing to this button. So let's select the button, go under its style tab. On the normal state, I just wanna make its background color to transparent color like this, and the border color I'm making it to gray color. And then on the hover state, I just wanna make the border color to white color and also the background color to white color. First of all, let's make it, make its opacity to full, and let's make its color to white. So on hover it's looking like it. Alright, so we are done with the left container. Now let's start working with the right container. Actually I don't wanna do anything crazy within the right container. I just wanna put here the copyright text, so click on this plus icon, and actually we can just copy and paste. So from here let's just copy this paragraph or text editor text, copy it. Then within this right container, right click here and click on paste. But here I just wanna make the text align to right, and let's go to typography. I'm just making its font size to 15 pixel, and for sure I just wanna change this text with some copyright text, so I'm changing this text with the copyright text like this. And with this text, the very last thing I wanna do, because if you have a look, you see they are not properly aligned. So let's just select this text, go under its advanced tab. From here unlink the margin. At the top I just want to add 10 pixel of margin, so they are now aligned properly. Alright, we are also done with our footer. Now I just want to check how it's looking on mobile and tablet device. So to check its responsiveness, from here click on the responsive mode icon. Now go to tablet. Let's scroll down. On the tablet device everything is looking great. Now let's go to mobile device. So here on mobile device everything is looking great. Everything in footer is looking automatically great, but here I think the space is huge. So let's just select the footer bottom, this one, go under its advanced tab, and here instead of 60, just unlink it. Instead of 60, we can put here 30 pixel of margin top. And also let's select the footer copyright text. Only for the mobile device, I'm making its alignment to left. So it's now looking great on mobile device, so we can just close the responsive bar from top. Also, don't forget to click on this green update button to save your work. So we are almost done with everything. We just need to create our header, but before creating our header, I wanna show you another thing, which is how to create go to top or scroll to top button. Okay, so to create the go to top button, first of all, I will be taking an icon, and actually you can place that icon anywhere of this page, because that doesn't matter, because later I will make that position to fixed. So first of all, let's click on this Rubik's Cube icon, and from here I'm searching for icon. Here it is. So let's just place this icon anywhere of this page. So I'm just putting this icon here for the moment, and then instead of this icon, let's change this icon with the top arrow icon. So here I'm searching for arrow, so here it is, arrow up. Let's now click on insert. Then from here, the view, I'm making it to stacked. Then the shape, I'm making it to square. Now do some styling with it. So go under style tab. From here, first of all, I'm making the primary color to our brand color, that is here. And then the secondary color, it's basically white, but I'm also selecting it from here, white. So on hover, it will not change. Now from here, I'm making the size to 20 pixel, and then padding, I'm making it to 12. Also, let's add a bit of border radius, that's 8 pixel. Alright, now I just wanna position it to the bottom right corner. So go under advanced tab. Now from here, let's set the position to fixed. Then now from right, I wanna set the offset value to 40. Also from bottom, I'm setting the offset value to 40. So it's now placed to the right bottom corner, and you see it's fixed. And then I wanna link this button to the top of our website. So to do it, first of all, let's select our main banner. So I'm selecting this banner from here. Now go under its advanced tab, and here I will be adding a CSS ID. So here I'm adding the ID, that is banner. Now I'm just copying this CSS ID name from here. Now let's select this icon. Now go under its content tab. From here, you see we can link it with anything. So here first we just need to put hash and then paste the CSS ID name, that's banner. So no matter where we are on this page, if I just click on this icon, that will take us to the top of this page. But now I want to make it more functional. Like you see, we're now at the top banner section and we can still see this top arrow icon. So we don't need this icon at the top of the page. So my goal is, initially we cannot see this icon, but while we will be at the half of the page or at the bottom of the page, on that time we can see this arrow icon. So to do it, let's just select this icon again, go under its advanced tab. Now from here, let's open the motion effects, and from there let's turn on the scrolling effects. And here from transparency, let's click on this pencil icon. I just wanna keep the direction to fade in and level to 10, and then from bottom I'm just making it to 0, but from top let's set it to, for example, 40 or 40%. Now have a look. Initially we cannot see the top arrow icon here, but if we scroll down to the 40% of the page like this, you see it's appearing here. And also if we scroll down more, you see it's becoming more clear or it's getting more opacity. So let's say if you want it to be appeared after more scrolling, then you can just increase this top value. For example, here I'm setting it to 87. So you see we need to scroll down more to make this button appear, but I like to have it to 40%. because it makes much sense. So initially we cannot see it, but when we scroll down to the 40% of the page, we can see the go to top arrow icon, and if you click on this icon, that will take you to the top of the page. Cool. All right. Now the very last thing, we need to create our header. Okay, now we want to create the header at the top of this banner. So let's just click on this plus icon here. Now let's click on this plus, and here I will be also taking this row based container, so select it. Then for the justify content, I'm selecting space between and align items to centered. Let's now add some spacing with it, so go under advanced tab. From here I'm adding padding to 20 pixel. Now let's unlink it, because at the left and right I wanna add 15 pixel of padding. Alright, let's now click on this plus icon, because first of all I wanna add our logo. So let's drag this image widget here and let's choose the image, and here I wanna place our logo, so select the logo and insert it. Then right after the logo, I wanna put here the nav menu. So let's search the nav menu from here. I'm searching for nav menu. Here it is. Let's drag the nav menu right after the image here in this place. So I have placed the menu here, but at the left it says there are no menus in your site. Go to the menu screen to create one. Okay, to create the menu you can just click here, but instead I wanna show you how you can create a menu from your WordPress dashboard. Okay, so let's just go to WordPress dashboard. Now from your WordPress dashboard, let's hover over on appearance. From there go to menus, and here you can give any name. So here I'm just naming it landing menu. Now click on create menu, and then within the menu I will be adding the items now, and you see I will be using custom links. So click on custom links, because I want it to behave like, for example, let's go inside Elementor. If I click on pricing, that will jump to the pricing section of this page. If I click on reviews from the menus, that will take us to the reviews section of this page. So to do it, let's just create the menu. So first of all, I wanna create our first item as home. So the URL would be #banner, and you already have seen on the go to top button how to create the CSS ID. So for now I'm just keeping the URL to #banner, and the link text that would be home. Now click on add to menu. The second item, that would be features, and I wanna give the URL to #features. So these features would be basically that container's ID name. For example, from here I'm just copying this URL without the hash. Now go inside Elementor, and this is our features section. Okay, so let's select this features section by clicking on the 6 dots, and from navigator just make sure, yep, we have selected the features section or container. Now go under its advanced tab, and within the CSS ID just paste the ID name without the hash. Alright, now let's go back to our menu builder here. Now click on add to menu. Then the next URL would be #download, and here I'm linking download, I mean the link text. Then click on add to menu. Then the next URL would be #pricing, and here is the text pricing. Click on add to menu, and then let's add another one, that's #reviews, and the link text would be reviews. Then click on add to menu. Then to save this menu, click on save menu. So I'm clicking here on save menu. Now let's go inside Elementor, and here I wanna put the CSS IDs. So we have already put the features. Then the next one, that would be download. So here let's select the download, but here with the download go under advanced tab, and here the CSS ID would be download without the hash, of course. And then the next item would be pricing, but I won't be linking the whole pricing, because within this main pricing container we have also our testimonial. So for that reason, from navigator, let's open it. I just wanna link this first pricing table container. So select the pricing table container. go under its advanced tab, and here I'm adding the CSS ID, that's pricing, and with the testimonial container, go under its advanced tab, I'm adding the CSS ID, that is reviews. Alright, for now to save everything, just click on this green update button, and if we now scroll up to the header of the website, we cannot still see the menu, because if we just click on the menu, still we cannot see anything, because we have created the menu on the WordPress, but Elementor doesn't know about that. So to make Elementor know about that we have created from WordPress, we need to refresh the page. Okay, so before refreshing the page, make sure you have clicked on this update button to save everything. Let's just refresh the page, just refresh the Elementor builder. So here we can see the menu items, and just have a look. If we now click on features, you see that it scrolls us to the feature section. If we click on download, that scrolls us to the download section. If we click on the pricing, that scrolls us to the pricing table. And if we if we click on the reviews, that takes us to the reviews area. And you see, each time we have to scroll up to get these menu items. For that reason, I will make this header sticky, but I will do that a few moments later. Before that, let's now do the styling of this header. Okay, now before styling these menu items, here right after this menu, I wanna add another button. So let's just click on the Rubik's Cube icon, and from here I'm just dragging this button right after this menu here. Oops, actually I want this button to the right side, so actually we can adjust that from the navigator. So button will be after the nav menu here, like this. And this button, I just want it to say get started, so I'm writing here get started. And also, not only on the hover state, in normal state I wanna use the global color, the brand color. So go under style tab, from here the background color I'm making it to the brand color, and the text color I'm making it to the white color. Also the border color, so from here the border type, let's set it to solid, and here I'm using the border color to our brand color, so it will always look like this, and I want it to be like this. Alright, let's now style our nav menu. So let's select the nav menu. Now the first thing I wanna do with the nav menu, actually I wanna place it more left, in this place. So to do it, we need to add some negative margin with it. So go under advanced tab, from here unlink the margin, and only with the left side let's add negative 300 pixel, so it's now placed here. Alright, now from here content, just have a look. If we hover over on these items, we can see an underline here, but I don't want that. So from here, first of all, I'm just turning off this pointer to none, so we can no longer see the underline on hover. Then let's go under the style tab. From here, first of all, let's go inside typography. I'm making the font size to 15 pixel and the font weight to 500, and then the text color, selecting our global black main color, and on hover and active, so go to hover. So on hover, I'm making the text color to our branded color. Also on active, changing the text color to our brand color. So if we now hover over on this, you see the color is now branded color. Then from here, I'm making the horizontal padding to 10 and the vertical padding to 4. Alright, now actually I wanna place our header within this hero banner, okay? But before that, let's just rename this container, that's basically our header. So here I'm just renaming it to header, so you can understand it easily. This is our header and this is our hero banner. So let's select the header. First of all, I will be using some negative margin because I want to place this header within this banner, okay? So let's select the header, go under its advanced tab. From here, unlink the margin, and here margin bottom, I will be adding some negative value. So let's first try, for example, 80 pixel, but still we can see some white space at the top. So let's try for 90 pixel. Or maybe 89 pixel. Let's minimize the bar so you can understand it properly. Yep, it looks perfect with negative 89 pixel. But you see, we cannot see the button on the right. Also, we cannot see the logo at the left. So we just need to increase this header's z-index value. So from under here, let's set the z-index to a higher number. That's 5. Now we can see the logo and button here. Also, I wanna increase the padding of this banner, because you see it's looking like they are stacking with each other. So this time let's select the hero banner, go under its advanced tab. Now instead of 100 pixel, as this header is taking 89 pixels, so I want to add that 89 pixel to the top of this banner. So instead of 100 here, I'm adding now 189 pixel of top padding. Now it's looking decent. And the next thing I wanna do, like I said, I wanna make this header sticky, because if we scroll down to this area, we can no longer see the heading here at the top. So to make the header sticky, first of all, let's select the header. Now from under its advanced tab, let's scroll down, open the motion effects, and from here I'm turning on this sticky to top. So just have a look. If we now scroll down to the bottom, you see the header is still sticked at the top. But I just wanna do a bit of styling, because you see the header's background is kind of transparent, so it's not looking good. But before that, here I wanna also set the effects offset to 80 pixel. So set it to 80 pixel. I will explain it later why I'm setting it to 80 pixel. And also we can add some entrance animation. So I'm just adding fade in effect. So now what I basically want, initially this header would be like this and its background color should be transparent like this. But when we scroll down, then this header's background color will become white, and also we can add some shadow underneath this header. So to make it happen, we need to add some custom CSS with this header, and let's just select the header from under its advanced tab. Let's open the custom CSS field, and to get the CSS, just go to jimfahaddigital.com. From there, let's scroll down, and it says sticky header effect. Just copy this CSS snippet from here. Now go inside Elementor and paste the CSS snippet here. So if I now minimize the bar from left side, you see initially it's looking like it. And if we scroll down it a bit, you see now the background color of this header is white. Also, if you notice closely, there is a shadow underneath this header. So this header's white color is basically coming from this custom CSS snippet, because you see I have set the background color to white color, but instead of this white color, if you wanna use any other color, for example here I'm writing red, so you can see it's now red color. But if we go to the very top, you cannot see that color here. Now let me explain about the offset. Okay, if I just now go inside motion effects, here you see I have added the effects offset to 80. So if I now scroll down to 80 pixel, you see the background color is now becoming red. But instead of 80, if I just put here, for example, 300, now have a look. If I go to top, it's now looking transparent, and if I scroll down to the 300 pixel, it's now getting the color. But instead of 300 here, I wanna keep the 80 pixel of effects offset. And also, of course, I don't want this red color. So just go inside custom CSS, and instead of this red, here you can just write white, or you can use the the hex code, that's #FFFFFF. Alright, so this header is looking great on the desktop. Now I just need to check how it's looking on mobile and tablet device. So let's just go to responsive mode. First, let's go to the tablet icon. And here on tablet, I don't want this button. So let's select this button, go under its advanced tab. Let's scroll down and open the responsiveness. First, I wanna hide it for tablet. Also, I wanna hide that button for mobile device. Okay, now have a look with this drop down icon or drop down hamburger. If we now click on this hamburger, we can see the menu items are appearing here vertically, but I don't want it to be appeared in this way, so we need to customize that. For now, let's close it and make sure you have selected this nav menu. First of all, go under its content tab. So here, the first thing I want to do, I want to turn on the full width option. So turn it on. Now have a look. If I click on this hamburger, all the elements are appearing in full width. but also instead of aside, I just wanted to set from here, from align, I'm setting it to center. And then let's just go under advanced tab. From here I wanna set the margin to 0, because you may remember we have added some negative margin to the left. So from here I'm setting the margin value to 0. Now have a look. If I click on this hamburger now, it's appearing here nicely. Alright, let's now close it, and I just wanna sync this buttons or drop downs design with our whole website. So to do it, go under the style tab. So first of all, let's open the toggle button from here, and here I wanna set the background color to our brand color and the text color, I mean this icon's color, to white color. So from here I'm selecting white. Alright, and then just have a look. If I click over this hamburger, you see here all these menu items are appearing and their background color is kinda light black. But instead, if you wanna use the brand color, you can do that as well. So to do it, from here open the drop down, just go under hover, and here you can set the background color to brand color. So now have a look. If we hover over on this item, so you can see the background color is becoming our brand color. Alright, let's now close it. So our header is looking great on tablet. Also just go to top. Yep, here it's also looking great. Now let's go to mobile device here. So on mobile device it's also looking great. Like if I open it, you see everything is looking great. Let's close it. But I think on the main banner, on the hero banner, we can add some more padding at the bottom. So let's select the hero banner. Now from here, first let's unlink it. At the top we can keep the same 189 pixel, then left and right let's keep the same, that's 15 pixel, but at the bottom I just want to increase it to 300 pixel. Oops, not 3000, it's 300 pixel. So now have a look. At the top it's looking great, the spacing is decent, and if you scroll down at the bottom it's also looking great. So now just have an overlook of the mobile view from here. So let's just minimize the bar from left side and have a look. So here at the top this drop down is working perfectly, and let's now scroll down. Each of the areas are looking perfect, and also if you notice here the go to top started increasing its opacity and everything is looking decent. All the areas, all the spacings are looking premium. All these areas, all these image carousel, all the floating animations, everything is looking perfect. By the way, like I said, you cannot see it within Elementor, but when you will see it from a real mobile device, you can see the pricing tables, because we have created those using shortcuts. And here other areas are looking perfect, everything is looking good. Here's the footer, and if we click on this go to top button, that will take us to the top of the website. Alright, let's open the bar from left side, and finally don't forget to click on this green update button to save your work. So let's close the responsive bar from top. Also let's close the navigator from here. Now I just wanna have a final look on real browser how our website is finally looking. So from here click on this preview icon or eyeball icon. So here at the top the banner section is looking great, all the floating objects are looking really nice, and here we can see our beautiful header. And let's scroll down a little bit. Here we can see the background color is now white, also we can see some shadow. Let's scroll down, we can see all the card and all their hover effects are looking nice. Also here we can see the button with hover effects. Let's now scroll down, everything is looking elegant and premium. And let's just hover over here, we can see the border colors, we can see the floating images here, and scroll down we can see the beautiful counters. Here we can see the video icon, just click over there, we can see the video is appearing on pop-up, just close it. And here we can see the image slider. Let's now scroll down, here everything is looking great. Let's now scroll down, and finally, yep, we can see the pricing table here. Let's click on yearly, it switched to the yearly pricing. Let's now scroll down, here we can see the testimonial carousel. You can also swipe them like this, also you can use these dots to swipe them. Let's scroll down, here we can see all these icons are looking perfectly, and here we can see our footer. Everything is looking great here, and if we click on this go to top button, that will take us to the top of the website. Now you know how to create and design any premium design in Elementor. If you like the whole tutorial, please comment down below your opinion about the whole tutorial, about your experience, about all the explanation I have made throughout the video, and also feel free to share this video on social media so your other friends would be benefited from this descriptive tutorial. I hope you have learned something new today. If you like it, please give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also press on that notification bell icon to get notified before anyone whenever I will upload a new video on this YouTube channel. Also, if you want me to help you on your WordPress project or Elementor project, then you can contact me through my website, that's jimfahaddigital.com. I will try my best to help you personally. Once again, thank you so much for watching this full tutorial. I will see you in the next video. For now, bye bye.